Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well. Wanted to make a quick video just to talk a little bit about the mascara makeup that I've been telling some of you about. One of my new favorite loves. So easy, so quick, perfect for all skin types, dry, oily, all ages. You guys, this stuff is amazing. I can't rave enough about it. I'm going to show you a quick tutorial of how you put it on. Bear with me. I am still just getting ready this morning, but anyway, this is what it comes in. This is a compact that you get when you order your colors, and I can help color match you, so don't let this intimidate you. So just to get started, I always like to use the Stay Spray as it's a setting spray, but I like using it kind of as a primer, and I'm just gonna put that, you know, all over where I'm gonna put makeup. And you guys, you're gonna love this because it gets you out the door, you know, in less than 10 minutes. It really is the easiest stuff in the world, and you're going to fall in love with it. Anyway, so I'm going to start with Mango right here in the middle, and I use Mango for under my eyes for the bags from not sleeping and having a 4 and 5-year-old. I'm sure you guys can relate. So you can already see, like, it's already an improvement from what's happening over on this side. And Mango is a good color for counteracting any type of redness, purple like under the eyes, blemishes like I have right here. We're just gonna hide that here. And super easy, you can see I'm just putting that on with my finger. Okay, now we're gonna go into my highlights. So I'm going to use Wheat and Linen. So Wheat, I'm gonna put on kind of like traditional foundation. I'm just gonna put it in the areas that I typically would put my foundation, you know, with my other products that I've used before that you're maybe more familiar with. And all of this we're going to blend in, so you really don't have to worry about, you know, putting it on perfectly or rubbing it in or doing any of that stuff, because we're going to go back and do that at the end with our beauty blender. So I will show you that when we get to that point. What I love about this is it's cream base, so it's buildable in terms of the coverage. So I usually like more coverage than some people, so you'll see me sometimes going back and adding additional layers, but you can also keep it very light and thin depending on the amount of coverage that you like. So again, this makeup's for everybody. There's not anybody who cannot wear this stuff. It's so amazing. My girl Shannon got me hooked on it, which is pretty amazing, y'all, because I've been wearing the same stuff forever and have completely switched over to this. I still wear my lip scents, I have to say that. Lip scent still is the best, I think, in terms of lipstick. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so you guys can see I kind of have that where I want it, and I come down a little bit on my neck. Okay, easy, right? All right, now we're gonna go into contour. So this makeup is meant to be 3D. So when I say 3D, what I mean is your face is not one-dimensional. Well, if you think about traditional foundation, you're just plopping that stuff all over your face, and it's one color, and then what do you do next? You probably go back and add blush, right? Well, nobody's face is all the same color and flat. So this makeup is meant to be 3D, three-dimensional, and highlight the features on your face. So what I'm doing here is I contour around my forehead and then on your cheekbones, well, really under your cheekbones, or to give you the impression of having a heavier cheekbone if you don't, like I don't. And I know people get nervous with contouring, but this is something I can help you with. And then I like going underneath a little bit with it as well. And the contour color that I'm using, by the way, you guys, is Stone. It's right here. And then the other place I'm going to go that I like to contour is nose. Some people will skip this step. I don't, because you can ask my parents. I've always hated the shape of my nose. So we're going to make it appear in a way that I like it. Anyway, you're just going to go on the outside of the bridge. Pretty simple. And remember, I know this looks crazy. I'm not going to leave the house like this. We're going to go back and we're going to blend it all at the end. So now I'm going in with my lighter highlight. Like I mentioned, it's the color I'm using is Linen right here. And I'm going to do one quick brush just down the bridge of my nose because I'm doing that contour. And then I like to put a little bit here. See, I have that knot right there. Some of you might as well. And I like to hide it. Perfect. And then I'm going to go back also with that lighter color. And I'm going to put it under my eyes so I can brighten up under my eyes. And then I like to do it on my eyelid as well. And I kind of use it as a primer for shadow if I'm going to put shadow on. So see how it's already brightening up under there. And then we're going to do the same on this side. One trick for under the eyes is to make sure you don't make them look baggier. You want to bring it down a little bit lower on your cheekbone so that you're not just stopping right as like a semicircle under your eyes. Sometimes that can make your eyes look more tired. Okay, and then the last place, I like to put a little bit right there. All right, so again, looking like a crazy person, but we're not gonna leave the house like that. All right, and then blush. So we're gonna move on to blush. I'm using Plum right here. Plum's one of my favorites. I tend to use it year round, even though they have a lot of colors that are really pretty. But this one, I don't know, I just love it. And it goes well with everybody's skin. It also is a really pretty lip color. Okay. And we're gonna put that just where you typically put your blush. All right, there we go. Okay, so that's it for right now. So how easy was that? Less than 8 minutes. And we've got basically most of my makeup done for the day. So now we're gonna move on to blending. So this is a beauty blender. If you don't use this, you're going to want to. It's amazing. You can also use a fluffy brush. This one is amazing too to blend in the makeup, but I love a blender. You can really get it into the skin, blend all this craziness together, and I feel like it just kind of melts it all together and makes it look really nice and smooth. The trick with these that you may or may not know is you want to get them wet, soaking wet, and wring out all the water, and then that's what makes these work like, magic little, presents from heaven, basically. So anyway, then you're just gonna get in there and blend away. So you're basically just patting where you put your makeup. And again, I'm gonna have a little bit heavier coverage because that's what I tend to want to have, especially if I'm having like a breakout day or something. And we're gonna blend, 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 blend. And remember, I put some of that contour on my neck, so I'm gonna wanna go down. And I like a heavier contour line. So some people really blend this in a lot more than me. I like to leave it a little bit just so I can have that cute cheekbone. But as you can see, it blends in very nicely. I'm not going to let you leave your house looking like a clown. And you're just going to blend all over until you feel good. Let's not forget that nose. Okay. All right, so done with that. So as you can see, I mean, so I don't even know if you could make this an easier thing. And I feel like my face doesn't look too, you know, like I said, one-dimensional. I feel very good that I could walk out the house right now and be comfortable with how I look for the day. There's a couple extra steps that I take though that I'm going to show you guys real quick. Setting powders. I use Airspun. You can get this at Walmart. It's like $4. It's amazing. I'm going to use a little bit of setting powder because I like to make sure to highlight a little bit more, like under my eyes, for example. So I'm just going to take it and put some under there and here. And this is going to, in addition to the stay spray that I put on at the very beginning, going to just kind of help me and the makeup stay, you know, better throughout the day and really set it. And then I like to do a little bit there, bridge of my nose, here, and here. And then I kind of just usually let that sit or bake for a couple of minutes while I'm doing my eyebrows or my lashes, which I went ahead and did just so you guys didn't have to watch me without lashes and brows and look like a crazy person. But you can let this sit, or you can just put it all over, you know, be done with it and go from there. Speaking of brows, this is what I use for my brows. I love it. It's from Thrive. I use Audrey. It's kind of a auburny brown color. I'm in love with that. If you guys are looking for a new product for brows, it's amazing. And then for lashes, you know how much I love Lip Sense. Well, Synergence, the same company, has this, which is amazing. And it is their primer and mascara. It's Under Sense and Lash Sense. And this is the holy grail of mascara. It basically, the primer is conditioning and helping lengthen your lashes, while at the same time then you put on the mascara and it lasts all day. It's amazing. I use the waterproof, the black waterproof, but they have a regular as well. I prefer the brush on the waterproof. If you guys are interested in it, I have some. I can hook you up. So anyway, then you're going to go back and just kind of rub, you know, brush in the rest of that powder. Don't want to leave the house looking like that. And then the way I usually finish up is I like to use a little bit of bronzer with my fluffy brush. And sometimes I use their cream bronzer at the beginning, which is called Bella. I'll show you guys how to do that at a different time. Right now I'm just using Cayman bronzer. It's a powder, which I really like too. And then the final thing that I use is, if I can find my brush, the illuminator, which is extra highlight for cheekbones, things like that. So this is what I'm using. And I'm just going to take my fan brush and do right under my eyes, above my cheekbones, just give a little bit of shimmer right on the tip of my nose. bridge of my nose, and top of my lip. And then the very last step for me is I like additional protection because sometimes my face can get oily or sweat throughout the day or whatever. So I like to use a setting mist spray, which is, I use Morph. I like this one because it's a continuous spray. And I'm just going to put this on as a last step before we go out, and you just spray it all over. Then you're just going to let that dry, and then it'll dry completely and you'll be good for the day. So I am really excited about this makeup, you guys. I want to share it with everyone. How it works from here, if you are interested or have questions, just message me and I would love to color match you and get you the colors that'll work best with your skin tone, and you know, to accentuate all of your beautiful faces out there. So message me, I'll tell you what I need in order to color match you, and we can go from there. All right, guys, bye.